So today, more on the door. What we have bought from Amazon is hopefully the correct piece, because it's going to go into here, but in order to do that I have to get this handle off. Now the handle is on by a small nut here, that then comes down, that twists. You see, very loose. So how we go? First off, one nut to take that off. Okay, so that nut there, 8mm. This is going to be the hard bit. I'm going to pull it out. This is where you need two hands. There. So now, handle twists down, comes out. So handle went in, twist and connect. So now, I think if I'm right, there's a small gasket here, just holding a Phillips screw. Remember, that doesn't need to come all the way out, because that will then slide. Get that gasket's off. It slides out. So I'm going to have to need both hands for that, so I'm going to leave you here a moment. Okay, this is the one that's just come out. As we see this, we can't see. Let me get this to focus. Focus. Focus? No. That. No idea. Bit of focus. So basically this nut on the side that actually comes out is quite stripped, and going on the other side, and then what you can actually see here is this is the bit of metal that always breaks off them. I've actually snapped it back in place whilst I was getting it out, but as soon as I try and open it, it's just gone all floppy because the spring has lost its tension. So that's gone. Here's the new one. Part from Fabi Bilstein. Part number from them is 376829103. I'm guessing that's the build date there as well. 2024 11/11, and you can see the difference here. That has the bit of metal that's missing. The other thing I did notice as well is this seems a bit more rigid on the new one. It's probably just because of age. So as we can see, that stayed in, so we're gonna have to open up that a bit just to make sure we can slot it in. There's a little plastic guide around it, a little plastic guide. And this is the hold the lock in. So in order to actually get this out, it's in like that. It has to come that way, but then it kind of comes down, spins and twists and that was a pain to get out. This door lock here makes it in its way, so I'm not going to try and film putting it back in because it's one-handed, but I could start. Let's have a go. I mean, so this is where it's catching because there's not enough space to go past. And go and come up. Let's get past the locking mechanism. And whilst it's up at the top, rotate and spin. So I needed both hands to get this out. It looks like I may actually be managing to get this in one-handed. So, as you can see, we are nearly there. I'm going to just stop recording here so I can get it in. I've got the one screw here, and then on this side it's held on by the actual lock. Okay, so now tighten the screw up here. So position reversal of removal. That goes in. Just a bit easier. But you're not seeing any of this. So we are lifting it out. Slots up there. So we have lock back on. Gasket's not put in here. May get a new gasket for keeping the car. And this one's so it's 8mm here. And then we also need to connect on the inside of the door. This goes onto the actual lock and then that clips in. So I'll get that done now. Off camera, also put the gasket back on. Hey. Load of stuff. One I didn't record. So let's get started. Right, so final part. We slide in the actual lock, and if you look behind the lock, there's the screw thread there. That screw thread is what we're hopefully lining up with that screw from the back. It's either a 4mm or I'm using a T25. It's quite hard because you have to push on this to make sure it's in the right location at the same time as screwing in the back, so I'm going to do that off camera.